Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School as we get you ready for game number 3 of the day. This one between Belleville East and McCluer North High School out of Missouri. And once again, my name is Todd Duke alongside Zach Roseman for game number 3. McCluer North, they come into this contest with an overall record of 4-3 under their head coach Rashad Lindsay. Belleville East, they're the second undefeated team to play, as MacArthur just went from 10-0 to 11-0. Belleville East trying to do the same thing as they come in at 10-0 under Jeff Creek, who is their 6th-year head coach. This is the 24th year for Belleville East in this tournament. They have a record of 67-46. They won this championship twice in 2005 and 2010, and they finished in a disappointing for them, 11th place last year. McCluer, this is their 6th time at this tournament. They have a record of 11-9, and they were champs back in 2011. Once again, welcome in Todd Duke, Zach Roseman. Zach, Belleville East, just like MacArthur did against Madison, man, Belleville East is going to be a hard team to knock out of this tournament.
Yeah, and Belleville East trying to exercise some of the, some of the demons that are left over from their extremely disappointing run. They came in last year. I think they were 9-1, 10-1. Got rather suffered a very surprising upset to Madison, and I think it was the 9 o'clock game last year.
Yeah.
And then took a rather disappointing loss in the consolation side of things to Althoff, and they're never able to quite get everything clicking again. But new team, back this year, and they've got a lot of the same guys plus a couple of pretty solid additions, and they look really good this year.
McCluer North, they come in having won 3 of their last 4. They're coming off of a 56-50 loss in Paducah, Kentucky in their last contest. Belleville East this year already has big conference wins over Alton twice. Althoff is included in this tournament. That's not a Southwestern Conference team, but I'm including teams in this tournament. They've beaten Alton, Collinsville, O'Fallon, and Althoff so far this year for teams that are in this tournament. And they are red hot. Belleville East comes in averaging 64.4 points per game, while McCluer North is about 10 points behind that at 55.1. And the Stars of McCluer North High School giving up 54.3 points per game, while the Belleville East defense is coming in pretty strong as well. They're only giving up 45.6 points per game. So almost a 20-point swing there between the points they score and the points they give up.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that East have done is that with only a couple of exceptions, when they've won, they've usually won by a decent amount. They beat O'Fallon by, I think, about 15 points. Really the only team that have been able to keep it particularly close with the Lancers was Collinsville, who had a pretty good showing against them. And
lost by 3.
Yeah, you see, kind of curious to see this McCluer North team. They have a win over a Southwestern Conference opponent. They did beat Belleville West earlier this year, and Coach Lindsay, I believe this is the first year trying to come back in. They've gotten back into this tournament and seeing if they can get back to, some of the success that they had about a decade ago with Jordan Granger and the like.
Yeah, this one's going to be weird for me because they are called McCluer North High School. I have them written down on my paper as McCluer North Stars. And for those of you that have been around for a while and remember the Minnesota team in the NHL were called the Minnesota North Stars. So I would not be surprised to catch myself saying that at least once or twice during this contest.
Yeah, there is a McCluer High School.
Yes,
they are the Comets. But yeah, so it's not the McCluer High North Stars. It is the McCluer North Stars.
McCluer North Stars, not the McCluer North Stars, because that would be kind of weird. Anyway, for McCluer North, taking a look at their history in sports, they have 3 boys basketball titles over in Missouri, 2007, and then back-to-back seasons of 2011 and 2012. They won a girls basketball state championship in 1986, a boys soccer state championship in 1974, back-to-back state championship for their girls track and field team in 2014 and 15, and their boys wrestling team won state tournaments our state championships in Missouri in 3 straight years, 88, 89, and 90. Belleville East, they have some championship hardware as well, but it's all in girls softball. 1989, 1995, and 2003, all under Hall of Fame head coach Rita Menke.
Yeah, Rita Menke, legend in the Metro East community, had a lot of success with East, and Coach Peters has taken over and kept that program strong.
I believe that they have now named their softball field at Belleville East High School Rita Menke Field.
Yeah, I believe they have. They did that. It's been Rita Menke Field for as long as I've been paying attention to softball, so 5 or 6 years now.
All right, let's get you recapped on what's been going on here today. The first game of the day between O'Fallon and Mundelein, won by O'Fallon 62-51. And MacArthur just down Madison 67-39. So our first game tomorrow will be O'Fallon versus MacArthur in the first championship bracket quarterfinal. That'll get underway at 10 a.m. By the way, looking at some of the stats from the last game between Madison and MacArthur, leading scorer in that one was Kerwin Baker from Madison on the losing side with 18 of his team's 39 points. Mekhi Wright had 15 and King Dees had 11, the only double-digit scorers for MacArthur in that side of things. Rebounds, that was a big difference in that game between those two teams. MacArthur with 41 rebounds and Madison with only 28. Turnovers were big too, 21 of those for Madison and 14 for MacArthur, but the points off of turnovers was definitely in MacArthur's favor. They had 22 points off of Madison's turnover, so that proved pretty big in that win for them. As far as other numbers are concerned in that contest from three-point land, Madison, they were cold. 4 of 15 from the three-point stripe. MacArthur wasn't much better. They went 3 of 18 from beyond the three-point stripe. Much better showing for MacArthur at the free throw line where they went 8 of 11. Meanwhile, Madison went 5 of 12 from the free throw line. And the blocked shots, that was huge as well. Mekhi Wright had 6 of the 9 blocked shots in that win for MacArthur, while all 4 of the blocked shots for Madison came from Ernest Davenport. And Mekhi Wright, keep your eye on him as we'll all get a chance to vote here on the all-tournament team and the team MVP. But right now, after just the first 2 games, Mekhi Wright has got to be up at that top of that list of team MVP.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems like, him and Wilmoth were both really the guys that were really stirring the drink for their respective teams. And, yeah, we'll see. Just about ready to go here now. Jim Sika has announced the starting lineups for both teams, and just about ready to get started. We are.
Belleville East, they will be the team in the white uniforms. They will be traveling from right to left on your screen, and they have the white uniforms on, trimmed in a little bit of the light blue. Not really the sky blue that is their team colors, but light blue nonetheless. And McCluer North, they are in the all blue, darker blue uniforms with white numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys. And McCluer, they win the opening tip-off, and we are underway as Tate sends the ball all the way over onto the near side wing for Hatton. And we are underway. Forgot to give you the starters here, didn't I? I don't have any information on McCluer North. I just have numbers and names, which is a far better cry than I had yesterday when all I had was names and no numbers. We'll pass along the starters with you as we go along here. 3-point shot missed by McCluer. Rebound belongs to East. They get the ball up quickly for Mason Mosley. And a whistle on the play.
I think they're going to get him for, said he stepped on the baseline.
So, your starters for McCluer North, you have Brendan Tate, Justin Hatton, Amir Jones, Justin Flowers, and Rashad Burns. No mention of their grades or their heights, so we'll leave that to your imagination. For Belleville East, whose phone's ringing?
Not mine.
Heard somebody's phone ringing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jordan Pickett, 6'4" senior, as McCluer North still can't buy a bucket down there. Rebound is by Darian Singleton. He is a 6'1" senior. They bring it down. Antoine Wilson, the 6'4" senior, gets the first bucket of the night, and we are underway. The only ones I haven't mentioned was Tallis Lowry, a 6'3" junior, and Darian Singleton, a 6'1" senior. McCluer with the ball. They have it on the outside wing, and they'll move it up inside, and Justin Hatton couldn't complete. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, and they almost stepped out of bounds with it. Nice save over there by Mosley. And now the Lancers bring it up once again. Here is Singleton. Singleton dribbles, drives, takes the shot, no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. And actually, we're going to have a foul called, and this one's going to go against Jordan Pickett.
Quick substitution as the Stars will bring in Cameron McKenzie, and he is pretty tall. He's
yeah, he is.
Yeah, Wilson listed at 6'4", and he's probably got an inch or two on him. So the Stars team has some size.
I would put him around probably 6'2", somewhere around there. Here is a dribble by Hatton, and he'll throw the ball over onto the wing for Tate. Tate drives off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound, trying to put it back up and in is McKenzie, but he couldn't. And then the East will get a hold of the ball and bring it up court. Here is Mosley. Mosley in the slot area. We're underway here in quarter number 1. 5:45 to go. A dribble and drive by Singleton on the baseline. Wouldn't find him. There's a little football pass over the shoulder catch there by Rashad Burns, and he turns that into 2 points, and we're tied.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a sluggish start. Both teams missing some relatively easy shots, but they should be able to get accustomed to the environment here at Virgil Fletcher Gym, as we're going to have a foul call on Hatton.
Yeah, he was guarding Pickett pretty closely there, so inbound pass will come on the near side sideline. It'll be triggered over there by Tallis Lowry with 5:22 left to play here in this opening quarter as Makai Owens checks into the game now for the Stars.
I was able to find a roster with grades. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure Owens is a freshman.
Really?
I think so.
There is a drive by Mosley. He'll pull back, take a shot from about 8 feet out. Won't fall for him. Rebound falls right to Makai Owens. He'll quickly get it up to Brendan Tate. Tate hits it across the midcourt logo with 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Tate fires it over onto the wing for Owens, right in front of Belleville East bench, and now we'll have a whistle, and a foul will be coming to Tallis Lowry.
Foul number 3, Tallis Lowry.
Inbound pass will come from Makai Owens right at the end of the scorer's table. And he'll throw it into the backcourt for Brendan Tate, and Tate will backtrack, bring it back up. 4:50 to play. First quarter action, third game. Belleville East and McCluer North. Trapped on the wing and getting rid of it. 3-point shot on the way. That one had a good look. It had spot on, but just a little bit short for Burns. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, and here is Mosley. Mosley makes it over to the right wing where he gives it up to Lowry. Lowry with a little fingertip floater, can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped all the way out to Mosley. Almost got tripped up. Now the ball will find the hands underneath, outside. Boy, they passed that one around quickly. Here is Lowry. He tried to force one in there to Pickett, and that was picked off by Amir Jones. And McCluer will slow things down and try to bring it back up in a 2-2 game halfway through quarter number 1.
What's this about the shot clock increasing scoring?
Yeah, so much for that idea. Shot clock down to 15 seconds and a travel.
See Belleville East go to their bench as we see big Alex Jackson come in, and we'll also bring in TJ Montgomery. Stars will bring in, or will re-enter Hatton.
3:55 left to play here in this very low-scoring first quarter. Here comes Mason Mosley. Mosley will fire it out to Pickett. Pickett dribbles, drives, pulls up, takes the shot, and it does everything but go in. Rebound, that belongs to Jackson. He'll send it outside now to Wilson. He'll take the shot, no good there, and the rebound now belongs to Jones for McCluer. Jones gets it into the hands of Hatton. Hatton, he'll bring it up to the top of the key. Fires it over onto the wing where he finds Owens. Owens back over to Hatton. Hatton looks for some place to move to. Free throw line. He's cut off. Sends it back out to Owens. Owens back to Hatton. Excuse me. Hatton will take it all the way back to midcourt. Shot clock down to 5. and he'll take that shot, and he'll make it with 3 seconds to spare. And it's a lead by McCluer, 4-2. Here is Mason Mosley. Mosley fires it over onto the wing now for Montgomery. Montgomery from the near sideline, top of the key, gives it up to Jackson, who gives it back to Mosley. And Mosley in front of the opponent's bench, comes out to the right wing and trying to bounce a pass into Jackson, and a whistle will give a foul to Mekhi Owens. That'll be his first, team second, each team with 2 fouls now. Inbound pass triggered by Mosley, a little no look, and having to wait was Antwine Wilson, and he did just that. Almost kind of looked like he waited while he was in midair.
Yeah, just kind of took his time, didn't go it right away, was able to avoid the defender and got a nice layup and tied the game up at 4.
Here is Hatton. Hatton dribbles into the paint, takes the shot, off balance, wouldn't get it to go in. Jackson with the rebound, gets it to Pickett. Pickett gets himself across the timeline, at the top of the key, pulls up for a 3-point shot. That one rattles but won't fall, and the rebound is finally gathered up by Owens. Thought it was knocked around there for a moment. He gets it to Hatton. Hatton comes across the timeline. 2 minutes to go here in this 4-4 first quarter. There's a pickoff by Pickett. He'll come in and he'll just kiss it off the glass for 2. And Belleville East regains the lead at 6-4.
You would have figured that probably would have been dunk number 4 of the tournament.
I thought so. I thought it was going to. And a whistle just as that shot was being made.
Yeah, looks like Burns wasn't quite able to slow his momentum down. Ran over the East defender, as we'll see Javon Mosley, Brendan
Tate will come back in.
And Tony, I'm assuming that's Atkins.
Yep.
Okay. And I think that's all the substitutions.
1:44 to go here in quarter number 1. 6-4. Lancers with the lead and the ball. Here is Mosley. Mosley dribbles over onto the left wing, hands it off to Pickett. Pickett, little alley-oop time. They couldn't finish. And
there's
goaltending.
Yeah, there was. Mackenzie's tall and got really long arms. We'll see East bring in Jackson Muse, and got up there, got the ball, but was on his way down, so that'll be 2 points for the Lancers, and they'll put on 1-2-2 zone pressure.
They almost had that pressure work for him there, but staying with it was Tate. Tate gets the ball to Owens on the wing, now out to the top of the key for Atkins. Atkins, free throw line, takes the shot, good for 2. We're down on the final minute 15 of this very fast-moving first quarter. Took a minute for the scoring to kind of catch up to the play, but we're getting there. Mosley throws it into the corner now for Montgomery, and Montgomery will take the ball all the way back out to midcourt. 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Mosley once again.
Stars in a 2-3 zone.
Mosley.
Gonna have to go here in a second.
Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. And they'll get it to Montgomery. Montgomery inside, a dribble and a drive, and they got that shot off just in time. McCluer, they'll bring the ball up court with 35 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Tate. McCluer North, only trailing by 2 points. They'll get the ball into the hands of Jones. Back out to Tate. Tate at the midcourt logo. Mosley watching him closely. One-arm shovel pass. Here's a 3 by Jones. That one just misses. And the rebound belongs to Belleville East. Lancers bring the ball up. Mosley comes across the line with 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Mosley waits for his teammates to get set up. Fires a no-look pass to Montgomery. Montgomery kicks it back outside. 1 second left. You got to get the shot off, and they will not get that shot off. 8-6 in favor of Belleville East after 1 quarter of play, and we're back with quarter number 2 in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Lancers get the ball to open play in the second quarter, and the team from Belleville East has a 2-point lead as a little floater won't fall in for Jordan Pickett, and a whistle will follow.
Yeah, they're going to get McKenzie with the foul. Jackson got the ball down there on the block, got McKenzie up in the air, and kind of fell on him. They're going to call that on the floor, and it'll be a baseline out of bounds for the Lancers.
Mason Mosley will inbound it. He'll do so to Pickett. Pickett trying to drive in toward the basket, but he was being cut off there. A nice defensive play by Hatton. Outside it goes. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Long rebound, and it comes all the way out into the hands of Tony Atkins. Atkins gets it up to Hatton. Hatton back over to Atkins. Atkins gets fouled, and that one's going to go against Lowry, which I believe will be his second.
See Muse come back in for the Lancers, and you know, I mean, Easter just kind of struggling to hit their shots. I mean, credit to McCluer North; they're playing pretty solid defense.
They are.
It's just, you know, it's just in general the Lancers are a little bit cold. Seems like, especially Pickett, he's probably missed 4 or 5 shots at this point.
They almost double teamed and trapped over there on the wing, but getting it out of there was Jones. Now Jones gets the ball back, and he'll throw it back out to the top for Hatton. Hatton will throw it over to the wing for Atkins. Atkins, he runs out of room. Then he gets the ball back. He'll try a 3 from the right wing. That one hits the inside of the rim, and he'll get it right back. And a tipped pass, and that one is going to stay with McCluer North. 6:56 left to play here in quarter number 2.
We'll see Burns re-enter for the Stars as Javon Mosley will head to the bench.
Inbound pass coming in from Jones. Does so to Hatton at the midcourt stripe. He'll bounce a pass deep on the wing to Atkins. Give it back to Hatton. He tries a 3, but that just hit the backboard, and I don't even think it might have hit the backboard. Did it go under the backboard? I
don't know. See Tate re-enter for the for the Stars.
You almost said North Stars.
Jim Sika did, I think.
Did he?
Well,
you know, us people that have been around for a while, we know the North Stars. That team from Minnesota. They, by the way, ended up moving to Dallas and became the Dallas Stars.
Yeah. They're going to get an illegal screen on one of the Lancers players, and they're going to give that to Singleton.
Inbound pass comes in for Tate, and the Stars work the ball back up. Here's Jones, trapped in the backcourt, now a turnover. Turnover, and that one's picked up by Jackson Muse, and then he double dribbles to give it ball right back.
Muse a little frustrated there, but going to kind of asking the ref what he did, but
inbound pass once again being triggered by Jones, once again to Tate. Tate tries to get it back to Jones, knocked back right into his hands by Mosley, and they threaded the needle on that one. Now they'll get it back to Tate. Tate drives, and we'll go back the other way on a charging foul. That one's going to go against Brendan Tate.
We'll see Wilson re-enter for the Lancers. He'll come in for Jackson as the Lancers kind of reverting back to their essentially 5-guard lineup with except running Muse instead of Lowry.
Pickett with the ball on the left wing for Belleville East to the top of the key, outside the lane, run and gun, no good. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lancers. 17 seconds left on the shot clock for Belleville East. Inbound pass being triggered by Mosley once again. He'll do so all the way out to the top of the key for Wilson. Wilson gets it into the hands of Muse, and then back over to Mosley it goes. Mosley in the corner. Wilson does a nice little head fake, rolls, can't get the finish though. And the rebound belongs to McCluer North. They'll bring it up in the form of Brendan Tate. Tate picks up his dribble onto the wing and deep into the corner now for Atkins. Atkins gets the ball back into Jones. Back over under the corner, and a three-point shot misses the mark for Atkins. Rebound belongs to Belleville East. Lancers bring it up. Here is Muse, and boy, he hit the floor hard.
Yeah, was able to get his hands out in front of him, but you could hear that
Man,
one.
you could.
Owens will re-enter, and Hatton will as well for the Stars, as Coach Lindsay electing to use a decent amount of his bench. They played probably 8 or 9 guys at this point.
Justin Hatton checks back into the game. Inbound pass by Mosley once again, and he'll throw it over into the corner for Wilson, and that ball knocked out of bounds. We're going to have our first free throw participant.
Yep, they're going to get McKenzie on the foul there, and that'll be his second. We'll see if Coach Lindsay elects to keep him in the game.
To the free throw line, Antoine Wilson, 17 of 28 from the free throw line this year. Good on the first one.
See Justin Flowers come in for.
Took us 3 minutes to get almost 3 minutes to get a score in this second quarter.
Yeah, bring Justin Flowers in, who I believe started but sat down pretty early, but back in now.
And the next one misses. Rebound belongs to Pickett. Pickett, he is trapped in a double team, gets out of it, tries to head back toward the basket. No room there, gives it up to Mosley. Mosley. A leisure dribble over on the right wing, and that is off of the leg of Rashad Burns. And the Lancers will keep it. 19 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lancers.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, you just kind of figured that it would be maybe a little bit more of an up and down game, but both teams pretty cold, and both teams really being relatively patient on the offensive end. And this is, contrary to my expectations, has turned into a pretty good game through the first quarter and a half or so.
Pickett hits the rim. He had about 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice pickup there before that ball went out of bounds by Jones. Gets it up quickly to Hatton, and Hatton ends up over into the corner. 3-point shot on the way. That one was a little too short from Rashad Burns. And the rebound belongs to Belleville East. And the Lancers want to call a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in just about that amount of time on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91. Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94. Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, where sixth-year head coach for Belleville East, Jeff Creek, just went off on his team, man. He read them the riot act, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And Jim got real quiet.
It did.
Got a decent-sized crowd here, but kind of quiet there, and he really got after him, trying to challenge his guys. And I mean, I can understand the frustration. They haven't played all that well.
There's a little jumper just on the outside edge of the perimeter by Antoine Wilson, and finally somebody's in double digits if we've played a quarter and a half.
Yeah, I feel like just preparing for that Lincoln game early.
Yeah, I hear you. There is a dribble drive and a shot, and that one rolls in for Makai Owen. So McCluer staying right with Belleville East, 11-8. Lancers have a 3-point lead, and they have the ball. Here is Mosley. Mosley with a pass on the outside to Jackson Muse. Spin, Pickett, shot, good.
Yeah, Pickett.
That's his fourth.
Oh, I guess he did have a bucket before, as we have a stoppage in play as Montgomery will come back in, replacing Muse. And I think that's all that was for. See the Lancers pick up kind of a full court man-to-man here.
Here is Amir Jones. Jones for McCluer across the timeline with his bright green tennis shoes. He runs just outside the lane, puts up a shot and a prayer, and that prayer was not answered. Rebound, that belongs to Singleton. Singleton and Belleville East, they bring it up across the timeline. And Singleton trying to take it himself, but he'll be fouled before he went up for the shot. Nope. They're going to, oh yeah, never mind, that was.
Yeah, they're going to.
We're into shooting fouls now, so that was the 8th team foul by McCluer, and that will send Darian Singleton to the free throw line. Singleton this year, 10 of 22 from the free throw line this year.
Not a great percentage. Let's see Mosley and Atkins re-enter for the Stars. Just McCluer North's just kind of hanging around, you know. And that's one of those things with the shot clock. If you can hang around, you're gonna. If you can get a couple of stops and a couple of buckets at a key time, you're gonna find yourself in a position to get a, would be a pretty darn big upset.
Over into the far near side corner, that is. A dribble and a drive by Atkins. No room to move. He dumps it off, and once again, Makai Owens with a little bit of a off-balance shot. Count the basket, and Owens will head to the free throw line. I believe McCluer, this is their first free throw participant, as Owens comes in, having hit 8 of 13.
See Jackson re-enter as Lancers trying to go a little bit bigger.
At the free throw line, Owens hits his one and only shot, and the Stars back to within 2. 2:50 left to play here in this first half of game number 3. And a foul coming up away from the play that'll be handed out to Tony Atkins.
Yeah, I think they've. I think they've got Atkins guarding Pickett, and they were running basically a down screen for Pickett, and Atkins was trailing a little bit and kind of grabbed on.
To the free throw line, it is Jordan Pickett. Pickett, his first trip to the free throw line. He is 19 of 24 this year. That is a good percentage. And he'll hit the first one, stay up for another.
Yeah, of course, Pickett, the only member of this class of 2023 in the tournament getting any major Division I looks, committed to join Rayshawn Taylor at SIUE.
Yeah. And his brother finishing up his final year at SLU after starting with Mizzou.
Yep, started Mizzou, looking to continue. Had an extra year of eligibility that the NCAA gave out to COVID. Got his degree at Mizzou and pursuing getting some additional education right across the river.
Yeah, and SLU just got beat by those aforementioned Rayshawn Taylor and SIUE.
Yeah, they did.
That was a whale of a game.
Yeah, it was. Listen to that game on the way back from the Collinsville Breeze Mater Dei game.
Inbound pass will be triggered by Mosley. He does so, and trying to underhand the ball from underneath the basket was Wilson, and that didn't work out. 2:12 left to play here in the second quarter, 15-11. 4-point lead belongs to Belleville East. The ball belongs to McCluer North.
Yeah, they got Jackson for kind of pushing the back, as we'll see Burns come back in for Mosley. And the Lancers continuing their zone pressure that they've run for most of the second quarter here.
6-team foul for the Lancers on that one, so one more, and the Stars will be going to the free throw line. That one's knocked out of bounds by Belleville East, so it stays into the possession of McCluer North. They'll fire it all the way over to the far right wing, and Mikel Owens then dishes it all the way across the court to Atkins. Back out front now for Hatton. Hatton, he'll give it all up to Owens. Owens being watched closely by Mosley. Mosley trying to pick his pocket, but instead he will commit a foul.
Yeah, Lancer's going to a very, very active 1-2-2 zone, really getting, they've got Mosley up at the point. He's really getting after the Stars ball handler, but they're going to get him for the foul there, and so Kyons will shoot some free throws, and Amir Jones will re-enter the next opportunity, which
we'll have to wait.
Yep.
Rebound belongs to Belleville East. Here is Pickett. He'll throw it into the corner. Three-point shot on the way. That one circles all the way around the rim from Montgomery. And then the ball ends up out of bounds, and it will belong to McCluer North.
I don't think either team has made a three-pointer yet.
I don't think so.
I want to say they're combined like 0-12 or something like that at this point.
We'll find out here in a minute 35 of game clock time.
Yep, once we get our
inbound pass.
Halftime stat sheets.
From Atkins in front of his own bench. He'll get it right back, fires it across the line to Jones. Jones dribbles and drives off the high glass. Won't fall. Turn around after the rebound. Wouldn't fall in for Flowers. The next rebound belongs to Belleville East. Here comes Jordan Pickett. He splits the defense but can't get the ball to roll. Oh, boy. Oh, no basket. I believe that was tipped in by the opposing team anyway. But the referee said no shot, but it is a foul.
Did they count it?
No, they did not. He said he waved it off. He said no shot. Now they'll talk about it.
I think Mr. Sika said.
No, he said the basket's good.
Count the basket.
Basket is going to count. Yep.
All right, so Pickett will shoot the and one. They're going to get the foul on Owens, and Pickett will shoot the and one.
I'm not sure if that didn't go in off of one of the defenders trying to go up for a rebound.
It may have gone. I think it might have gone off of the hands of Jones, but
I think you're right. I think Jones was the one who might have knocked it in.
I think it's like hockey where it goes off of like the
nearest player.
Yeah.
That would have been Pickett, and Pickett makes them pay with a bonus shot. 18-11, 7-point lead for Belleville East. That's their biggest lead of this game.
Khalil Waller making maybe a little bit of an early appearance for the Lancers. Waller, a 5'11 junior.
McCluer North with the ball as we approach the final minute. Goes back into the backcourt, but it was tipped there by Belleville East, so Hatton stays with it. And in front of the Belleville East bench, that's Owens. Owens gives it up to Atkins. Atkins takes it all the way back out to midcourt. Drives and had the ball knocked out of his hands. Ball is on the ground. Picked up Montgomery, and a little give and go there as Antoine Wilson was on the receiving end of that pass. Turns it into 2 points, 9-point lead. And now the Lancers double teaming, and now we're going to have a foul called, and this one is going to go against Montgomery, much to the chagrin of Jeff Creek once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's, for one, just kind of maybe a little bit of a sluggish start for the Lancers, but it seems like it's going to be a lot of Pickett and Wilson, and I think they have all 20 between the two of them. As I believe the first free throw was good for Atkins, and we'll see, I think Mosley come in for Atkins.
36.1 seconds to go here in this first half. Both free throws good off of the shots of Tony Atkins, and Atkins, for his effort, will go to the bench. 7-point game. Lancers, they have 36 seconds on the clock and a 35-second shot clock, so they'll have that much time if they want to waste most of the rest of this quarter and go for that final shot. They can do that. Here is Waller. Hands the ball to Pickett. Pickett rolls around from the top of the key over to the right wing. Pickett bounces the ball back out to midcourt, and over on the opposite wing it goes, and back to Montgomery it goes. Montgomery gives it to Pickett, who is right behind him. Pickett trying to put on some moves and trying to get rid of Jones. He does so, drives baseline, shot no good. Rebound, that belongs to McCluer. 1 second left, a shot and a prayer, and it's off the backboard. And that is the way that quarter number 2 comes to a close. Lancers have a 7-point lead, 20-13. We'll come back and throw some stats your way in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation Problems like cracks or uneven floors were natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs, so stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods. The all things based. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Jayhawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Halftime of game number 3 on the afternoon. This one between McCluer North High School and Belleville East High School, where it's 20-13. 7-point lead belongs to Belleville East. Leading scorer in this one, the only one in double digits thus far, is Antwine Wilson with 11 points. And Jordan Pickett has 9. There are your 20 points for Belleville East. A little bit more spread out, but just barely. For McCluer North, Mackay Owens has 5 points to lead his team. Tony Atkins has 4, and then 2 each for Rashad Burns and Justin Hatton. My esteemed colleague over here, Zach Roseman, was almost right on the money there when he said 0 for 12 from 3. It actually ended up being 0 for 12. 0 for 5 for Belleville East, 0 for 7 for McCluer. From the free throw lines, the Stars hit 3 of 4, while the Lancers hit 4 of 6. Lancers winning the rebound battle right now 20-17, as McCluer has turned the ball over 7 times, and Lancers have turned those 7 turnovers into 6 points. Lancers have turned the ball over 4 times, and McCluer North unable to take advantage of that. But Zach, it's the cold shooting that stuck out in my mind, is Lancers only shooting 30.8% from the floor, while McCluer North is even worse than that at 23.8.
Yeah, combined 13 of 47, and cold shooting for both teams. Pickett and Wilson have been able to get going a little bit for East, and we'll see if Coach Creek's able to do some things to get some of the other guys involved. You get a Mosley or a Singleton going, and if they can do that, because that's the thing that really makes, in my opinion, makes this East team better than last year, is that last year a lot of times it was Pickett versus the world, and now Pickett's gotten a little bit more maturity, trying to share the wealth, and he's got a little bit more talent around him this year. And East are, they're 10-0 now, and I got to give credit to McCluer North. You got to play. If they shoot 50%, they're probably winning this game right now.
Yeah. Like to have been a fly on the wall in that locker room with Jeff Creek, man. If he was going off out here in front of everybody, I could imagine what he was doing in the locker room. All right, that's a look at your halftime stats. Second half action comes your way next on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville K-Hawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a K-Hawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for K-Hawk fans, before, after, or even during K-Hawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows K-Hawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, K-Hawk fans' pub of choice. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former K-Hawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman with you. Second half action coming your way here in game number 3. Right now, Belleville East has a lead of 20-13 before we lead you up to game number 4 of the day. That's between Lincoln and Granite City, and Mr. Matt Clark and Zach Roseman will have that game for you as I will step aside and take a little bit of a break and get something to eat because we don't have much of a dinner break this year.
No session break. I guess one benefit of it is you get an extra hour of sleep. First game starting at 10 o'clock this year.
Because the game 4, they give you 90 minutes for each game. So game number 4 starts at 2:30. It is supposed to be over with by 4 o'clock, and then the game 5 between Rockford East and Altoff is scheduled for 4:30. So you get a half-hour break between those games. Other than that, you just get the 15 minutes in between the rest of the games. So we have to build in our own breaks this year, and it gives Matt Clark and Zach Roseman a chance to brush up on their play-by-play skills. Here is Pickett underneath the basket. He is fouled, so unless he stepped out of bounds. Nope, he's going to the free throw line.
Got that on
Burns.
Yep, that's his second. Pickett went 3 for 3 from the free throw line in the first half, and we'll see if he can continue that perfect streak here.
Pickett. It's the first one. One more coming his way. And Pickett is ready to fire it. Maybe. Second shot, good. 22-13.
Yeah, Pickett and Wilson now with 11 each, and we'll see if the Stars are able to warm up their shooting a little bit. East were able to get going a little bit more in the later part of that second quarter, as we'll have. Honestly thought there was going to be a foul called there, and
Jones fell down and had the wherewithal while he was on the ground to shove the ball out into his teammate, but it's not going to matter anyway, as
they're going to get Burns for his third foul on maybe a little bit of a soft charge, but Mosley there to take it, and Coach Lindsay's going to leave him on the floor.
There is Singleton. He'll cross the timeline in front of the scorer's table. He'll try to enter from the right wing, kicks it over to the left wing, and that is Mosley. He'll dribble drive, and then he'll give it up, and that one snakes its way in for Antoine Wilson, and quickly a timeout called by McCluer North, a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in just about that same amount of time here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke and Zach Roseman along with you for this contest here between Belleville East and McCluer North High School. Another whistle will stop the action.
Yeah, Belleville East going full court man-to-man here, and
you ain't kidding.
See what the Stars are able to do in regards to breaking that pressure. As
they get it up to Jones, and Jones turned the ball over.
Yeah,
had a lot of speed heading right toward us.
Yeah, Mosley got in there, knocked the ball out, and wound up going off of Jones, and that'll be turnover about number 9 for the Stars.
Mosley gives the ball up to Pickett. Pickett out at midcourt. He'll make his way over to the left wing, and he'll give the ball up to Mosley. Mosley, a little give and go, and Pickett couldn't finish. And the rebound falls down into the hands of Cameron McKenzie. And the Stars bring it back up. Here is Tate. He'll get it to go. And it's 24-15. Here is Pickett. Pickett zigzags his way between everybody. Then got tripped up at the very end, caused his shot to hit the bottom of the rim, and then the trip back up court for McCluer, ends up out of bounds. Another turnover for the Stars.
And we'll see Mosley re-enter. Played a decent amount of time, just hasn't really done a whole lot. And Mosley will bring the ball up for the Lancers.
Mosley does so on the near side sideline. Over onto the right wing, gives it up now, top of the key for Wilson. Over on the far side for Pickett. Pickett, he'll dribble and drive, holding off the defense at the same time. Three-point shot on the way. That falls a little short from Singleton. And the rebound belongs to McCluer North. And coming up with it is Tate. Tate being watched by Lowry. Dribbles, drives, paint, kicks it into the corner. Three-point shot on the way from Mosley, and that is good. And that is our first three-pointer of this game.
Yeah, Mosley finally able to break the seal on the rim from out past 20, was it 19 and a half in high school? I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember what it is either, but it's a 6-point game. Just like that. 7-point lead for the Lancers after 2 quarters of play. And McCluer North looks like they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Rebound on the, well, it was actually not a rebound. That was a missed shot.
Yeah,
and picked up by Belleville East.
I think Lowry got the block there.
That was a no-look pass that didn't even have a recipient on the end. And then Mason Mosley travels just as he got the ball in his hands.
Yeah, I think they were trying to work it down there under the basket, get some passes as Hatton re-enters for the Stars. They just kind of brought it down, and Mosley wound up out of bounds, tried to come back in, but had not established himself within the bounds of the floor, and so it's a turnover back to McCluer North.
Stars bring it up. Here is Justin Hatton. Hatton gives it up now for Owens, and Owens will hand it off on the left wing for Jones. Jones throws it into the corner. Here's another three-point try. That one rolls across the rim. Falls right down into the hands of Tallis Lowry. And the Lancers, with their 6-point lead, looking to extend it. Here's a three-point try from Pickett. That one falls a little short. No one there trying to go up for that rebound for Belleville East. So the Stars will bring it back up court. Here is Hatton. Hatton, free throw line. Dumps it off. A reverse layup try, no good, but it finds the hands of Cameron McKenzie, and he knew what to do with it. Now it's a 4-point contest.
Yeah, McCluer North just hanging around, not letting the Lancers make any super big runs, and just hanging around. That's all you got to do at this point.
Pickett drives, takes the shot, but it won't fall. But Pickett will head back to the free throw line for a couple of freebies.
Yeah, that'll be McKenzie's third foul, and we'll see what. And it looks like, and Coach Lindsay's got trusting in his guys. I think they got McKenzie out there with 3. Owens has 2. I'm just going to see what happens here as Pickett will shoot some more free throws.
And he'll hit the first one.
Jackson will come back in, as well as Muse. And we'll see Lowry and Wilson head to the bench. And Pickett will look to see if he can continue his perfect free throw streak. I think he's up to 5 for 5 now.
One more shot coming his way. And that one's good as well. Back to a 6-point lead for the Lancers, and they almost got the ball back. Mosley had that one in his hands and did a volleyball move and spiked it back over the line.
Yeah, got up there. Mosley's not a super big guy, only 5'10", but he is really fast and pretty darn athletic.
Well, that one's thrown away.
Yeah, Owens
was trying to underhand it into the paint to McKenzie, but he got too much air underneath that ball, and it ended up going out of bounds into the McCluer North bench.
Yep, let's see Montgomery re-enter. It's Coach Creek trying to get some of his bench guys in, let them rest a little bit before they make that fourth quarter push.
Here is Mason Mosley. Mosley with the right-hand dribble, settles up over on the right-hand wing. Top of the key for Jackson. Around the horn it goes to Pickett. Pickett, he has it on the left wing. Now at the top, Montgomery, he takes it, and that's the first three-point bucket made by Belleville East.
Yep, get that lead out to 9, which is about as big as it's been.
Yeah, I think that is as big as it's been. Here is Hatton. Hatton will throw it into the corner for Mosley and a
turnover of some sort.
Okay.
Let's see, Atkins and Tate re-enter for the Stars, and that would equal the biggest lead of the game. The Lancers briefly led by 9 late there in the second quarter.
3:04 to go here in this third quarter. Fresh set of seconds on the shot clock. And the Lancers with the ball. Here is Pickett. Pickett reverses direction. Heads over to the left side. Throws it into the corner for Montgomery. Montgomery then gets fouled by Tony Atkins. And the fouls are piling up for McCluer North. That'll be their team's 4th. Lancers have not yet committed a foul in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, nice thing for McCluer North, though, is that it's, relatively spread out. You don't really, you got a couple of guys with 3, if you work with 2, a couple of guys with 1. But nobody's got, you don't have anybody with 4, anybody fouled out at this point. So hopefully McCluer North are able to cut back on the fouls a little bit as we get into the later stages of this game.
Here are the Lancers. Montgomery with it. Over to Mosley. Mosley dribbles to the top of the key, outside the lane, takes the shot off the glass, won't fall. Jackson, he's there with the rebound. Put back is good.
Yeah, first basket for the Lancers by somebody other than Wilson or Pickett. And, Jackson, a bigger-bodied guy, and just kind of imposing his will on the McKenzie's a little bit taller.
For 3.
We'll have a timeout called by McCluer North.
Timeout by McCluer North. We will step aside as well. Back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville K-Hawks on the K-Hawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252, or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Once again, welcome back to Collinsville High School and Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We have 2:10 left to play here in this third quarter, 31-23. Lancers have the lead. They're trying to find themselves a way into the next quarterfinal berth for tomorrow's second game of the day.
Yeah, it looks like McCluer North going to 1-3-1 zone. Got McKenzie in the middle. They're going to put Jones down there on the baseline.
Here is Mosley. Got a Mosley for each team.
Yep.
Over on to the wing for Montgomery. Now Pickett, a long three-point shot, and that one at the horn of the shot clock, just off of the outside of the rim, and it's picked up by McCluer North originally, and then Belleville East gets the ball back, and now we're going to have another turnover. It'll go back to the Stars.
Yeah, kind of a scramble situation there. Mosley went up. McKenzie's probably 6'8", and like I mentioned earlier, Mosley not the tallest guy in the world, so it'll be Stars basketball.
And the Stars will shoot it, not get it to fall in. And the next ball belongs to the Lancers, and they'll bring it back up. Here is Muse. Muse at the midcourt stripe. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Outside it goes, into the corner now for Pickett. Another three-point shot. That one, snakes around the rim. And then McCluer North, they'll pull down the rebound, and here comes Tate. Tate gets the ball to Hatton. Hatton thought about entering and trying that baseline move, but he got Alex Jackson standing down there at that baseline. It's probably not a bad idea to come back out of there.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Inside it goes. Turn around, shot right over everyone's head for Cameron McKenzie. And again, it's a 6-point game. Final 25 seconds. Shot clock has been turned off. Across the timeline with it is Mason Mosley. Mosley gives it up to Pickett. Pickett back near midcourt.
Probably going to go about 10 seconds here.
Well, wait as long as they possibly can. Here is Mosley from the paint. Takes the shot. Good. And the clock continues to run at the buzzer. Nope, that shot's not going to count. He didn't get it off in time, and it was well off the mark anyway. 33-25 after a third quarter. 33-25 in favor of Belleville East. We'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade, it's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of K-Hawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Lancers had a 2-point lead after one quarter of play. They upped it to 7 after 2 quarters of play, and they can only add on one more point in that third quarter as the Lancers lead by 8 as we enter the fourth quarter. Here is Pickett back to Mosley. Over onto the far side for Singleton, and a shot. That's good for who?
I think they gave that to Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got probably, 15 now, I think?
I don't know. I don't think they ever put it up on the board. Okay, I'll stop turning around now.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay,
Right.
Hatton for 3. Little short. Rebound. Jackson throws it across the line quickly to Singleton. Singleton pulls back over on the left wing. Waits for all of his teammates to catch up to Jackson in the paint. They'll kick it back out to Mosley.
Yeah, you're going to see the Lancers be pretty deliberate here. Obviously, with the shot clock, you can't burn clock as much as you would under normal circumstances, but they're gonna be pretty patient here.
Foul on the floor. No shot. Well, they're going to give the foul to Hatton. And that'll be the Stars' 5th team foul, so only 2 more, and the Lancers will be shooting for the rest of this fourth quarter. Inbound pass being triggered by Mason Mosley from underneath of his basket. All the way out front to Jackson, who starts to turn around, and now Pickett, but away from the play. Mosley got dumped.
Yeah, they're going to get that on. They're going to get that on Tate. That's 3. 16 fouls now for the Stars.
One more foul, and the Lancers will be shooting buckets for the rest of this game. Oh, the underneath the basket reverse layup didn't work for Antwine Wilson. And McCluer ends up with the rebound. They'll get the ball to Hatton. Out front it goes for Tate. Into the corner. A dribble drive by Atkins. Back out to Tate. And around the horn it goes. A 3-point shot. Jones good. And McCluer North just hanging in there.
Yeah, they're not quite going away. And, in a way, if Belleville East wind up winning this game, this is kind of how the saw East play Columbia Rockbridge at the Edwardsville Shootout. And kind of how this is kind of a similar feel in terms of the game, Never really in doubt, but it was just one of those games where it was, Rockbridge were able to stay close enough to keep it interesting, and it seems like McCluer North are doing about the same thing.
Jackson shoots just outside the lane and can't get it to go in, and a whistle on the rebound. Yeah, and they look totally different than the game that I did between Belleville East and Collinsville. Of course, my hotspot went out early in the third quarter, so I spent the rest of the game trying to figure out how to get back on the air and didn't really watch much of the second half, but the first half I remember was not anything like what I've been watching here.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, granted, East were playing in their own gym, but you know, I think East have usually played all right, and Fletcher just, you know, just maybe been a little thrown off by the environment of this tournament.
Hatton feeds the ball to Cameron McKenzie, who banks it off the glass, and the McCluer North Stars are within 5 now of the Lancers.
Like we've been saying all day, just not going away.
No, they're not. Here is Mosey with the ball for Belleville East. He'll take the drive, baseline. No good on the shot, but he'll be going to the free throw line for a couple, and I believe that's going to go against McKenzie.
Yeah, that's 4 on McKenzie, and he's played a lot, but it seems like Coach Lindsay's going to keep him in and just have him be careful. I mean, just tell him, you know what you got to do. You can't pick up that 5th, and because if not, I could see East trying to work it to Jackson, because
Mosley, good on the first one. He didn't have a free throw try in that first half. Comes into this contest 12 of 19 on the year. 5:37 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Another shot coming up for Mason Mosley, the 5'10 senior for Belleville East, and he'll hit another one and gets his team back out to a 7-point game, which is where it was at halftime. Here is Brendan Tate. Tate, he comes up across the timeline. Dribbles into the perimeter, bounce shot, nice little drive, as Amir Jones had no one to stop him from taking that little baseline run.
Yeah, just nice little set play there from the Stars, and missed assignment there from the Lancers. Jones was wide open.
There is Mosley once again. Mosley all the way out at the top of the key. Will take a 3-point shot from there, and he'll hit it. Big three-pointer there. That takes him back out to an 8-point lead after it was just down to 5. And here is Brendan Tate. The Stars, they won't go away. They'll do their best to get 2 of those back at least. And they'll throw the ball up into the hands of Jones. Jones drives, trying to back his way into the paint. Throws it into the right-hand corner. 3-point shot for Burns. That one's a little short. Rebound belongs to Singleton. Lancers bring the ball back up across the line. 4.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's a dribble drive by Lowry. He'll throw it into the corner for Wilson. Wilson into the perimeter. Tries the underhanded shot. That's knocked out of bounds by the Stars. It will remain Lancers ball.
I mentioned earlier that, you know, one of the things that would make things a little bit more comfortable for East would be if they were able to get another guy going, and we'll see Owens re-enter for the Stars. But, you know, Mosley's got 7 here, all in the second half, and that's maybe made things a little bit more comfortable for Coach Creek and company.
Inbound pass will come in from the Lancers to Pickett. He takes a very large, swinging, sweeping hook shot to get that one to go in. That would have made Kareem Abdul-Jabbar proud. And that one wasn't even in the lane. That was baseline hook shot. Lancers back out to a 10-point lead. Here's Pickett off the glass, good for 2, and he'll go to the line for a bonus.
Yep, and that will be McKenzie's 5th foul. We'll see Mosley re-enter, but that'll hurt. And
oh yeah,
Pickett's got 17 now. McKenzie will foul out with 6 points. All in all, not a bad showing for him, but
12-point lead now for Belleville East. Chance to make it to 13. It is already the biggest lead of the night for the Lancers. As they were, man, McCluer North just closed it to within 5.
Yeah,
just like seconds ago.
Yeah, and then just a little bit of a run here now, and McKenzie fouling out, and can't quite call it over, but it's
no, I wouldn't do that yet. Now with 4:05 to go,
getting closer.
Pickett. Timeout by Belleville East. 30-second timeout, so we'll be gone for that long as well. We'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom.
We are Union Strong. We are K-Hawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go K-Hawks! Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 38th Annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic here at Collinsville High School. We are getting toward the end of game number 3 of our 8 games that we'll bring you today.
Coach Lindsay got a question for somebody down at the scorer's table. Not sure what that's about.
Nope.
At any rate,
13-point lead for Belleville East, their largest of the night. They almost had the ball. They almost got that on the inbounds. It came in and out of the hands of Darian Singleton.
wait, that
What?
it should be McCluer North ball. I thought the guy.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one, but all right.
Lancers, they're looking to pile on now, and they'll do so with a Antwine Wilson 2-point shot, and that makes it a 15-point game.
I think they're going to get Pickett with a foul.
Yep, that'll be his second, I do believe.
Yeah, only the second team foul, though, so no real harm in it for the Lancers.
Not at all. Inbound pass once again, triggered by McCluer North, double-teamed over in the corner, was Atkins. He got out of it initially, but they had to pick up his dribble, and then he was in a little trouble, but he gets it across the line to Hatton. Hatton at the free throw line, kicks it back out for Atkins. Atkins jumps into the lane, takes the shot off the glass, gets the friendly roll, good for 2. 3.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Mosley. Mosley works it up across the timeline, comes in from the left wing, kicks it out to the right wing. Pickett for 3, no good. Falls a little short. Rebound, that belongs to Belleville East also. Here is Mosley. Mosley into the lane, takes the shot, he's fouled, and that one is going to belong to Javon Mosley. Mosley against Mosley.
Yep, that'll be 9 team fouls, so I think they're going to get, that'll be a shooting foul, but Mosley will be shooting free throws anyway. Mason Mosley will be shooting free throws anyway.
Yes. Mason Mosley at the free throw line, and he'll miss the first one. It went in and came right back out. Lincoln versus Granite City coming your way next. Matt Clark and Zach Roseman will bring that game to you, as well as the final game of the night between Quincy and Alton. Rebound belongs to the Stars of McCluer North High School. Dribble drive, count the bucket and the bruise against Amir Jones.
Yeah,
What?
Trey Harris.
No, that's Amir Jones. Trey Harris wears number 3 and is not even on the floor. Jones at the free throw line. Jones.
Oh, they have 11 as Trey Harris.
Okay, do they? They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Why does my thing have Amir Jones? See, we've been calling him the wrong name the whole time.
Oh,
is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, we like to apologize to Mr. Harris if that is indeed him. He's hasn't done a ton, but definitely been on the floor.
We have Amir Jones as number 11. He was a starter.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to change that to Trey Harris. He's not even on the list.
Well, they have Trey Harris as 3, and just maybe they just switched jerseys.
Could be.
I don't know.
You know, it could be one of those things where Amir Jones or Trey Harris forgot his jersey and had to get Amir's jersey because Amir maybe doesn't play. I don't know.
I don't know. Have a foul or some sort of stoppage.
49-37, 12-point lead for Belleville East. McCluer North with the inbounds trigger from Tony Atkins. Whistle on the play will stop that before Trey Harris takes his shot.
See Burns re-enter. Are there any other things we need to change?
I don't know.
It seems like all the other numbers add up, right? I just have Harris as 11.
Yeah.
Well, we can clarify that with Chris Kettler, who's down there, and we'll endeavor to make that correct for the next, if we wind up doing for McCluer North's game on Friday.
Yes.
Because I would think we would. I don't think the Stars team will be playing for 15th.
There's well, Mosley was driving into the lane and threw an acrobatic pass across the lane, and that was picked up, and then the falling down Darian Singleton still managed to get that pass out. Here is Pickett. We're down to 1:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Pickett over on the left wing. He runs into a little trouble and almost traveled, and then at the shot clock end, that one was off of the top of the backboard. It has to hit the rim in order for the shot clock to reset, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that'll be our
second time this day.
Yeah, second in just
almost
under
3 games.
Yeah, second in just under 3 games. Moneyline had one earlier. That one a little more.
Well, shot underneath the basket there, taken by Troy Atkins, and that was a miss. And we are down to the final 80 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. And here comes Pickett for Belleville East. Yeah, that's a travel. That's got to be a travel.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call. I think so.
It looked
yeah, they were looking
almost looked like he took a handoff in the backfield on the football game and just kept running.
Yep, there we go. I think everybody was looking at each other like, what do you call? But yeah, that's definitely a travel.
McCluer North, well, little chest bump there by Mosley against Harris. Into the corner it goes, and that's a 3-point shot made by Rashad Burns. And a timeout called by McCluer North. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for that long as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready. From belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 1:04 to go here in this third game of the day at the 38th Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic. And here is Pickett. He'll bounce the ball to Mosley. Mosley will bring it up across the timeline. We're under a minute to go. Mosley will slow things down, back up toward the midcourt stripe.
Stars, the one thing with the shot clock, Stars don't need to foul yet, and that probably should have been
That
one.
should have been a foul, yeah. As Hatton just came right in and kind of just elbowed down Mosley, and they didn't call anything.
Yeah, Pickett wound up getting a pretty good look for a dunk, but wound up getting just kind of bounced it off the rim, and a little bit of an opportunity here for McCluer North. Not over yet.
Down by 9 are the Stars, and they'll kick it off outside to Burns. Here comes a 3-point shot, and that one's a little too strong for Harris. And the rebound belongs to Belleville East, and that should pretty much do it.
Yeah, it looks like I don't think Coach Lindsay's going to foul here. Yep, I think that'll just about do it.
Shot clock turned off. We're down to the final 15 seconds, and taking his time out at the line is Singleton.
Yeah, Lancers, maybe not the cleanest effort from them, but they will survive and advance, and we'll take on the winner of the next game between Lincoln and Granite City.
And that will be coming your way here in just a little bit between Lincoln and Granite City. That'll be handled by Matt Clark and Zach Roseman. That'll be coming your way next on the K-Hawk Sports Network. 49-40, final score here. Belleville East moves on to the championship side of the bracket, while the McCluer North Stars will move to the consolation side. Back in just a little while here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.